I suppose I had a third chorus. Gotta look at the positives. Not for me. I can't see that doing anything in the contest. But I wish them nothing but the best, and good luck to them. Well, in terms of first predictions for the Eurovision 2025 season, it could have gone better. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the ESC Harry channel. I hope you're all doing very well indeed. Today we will be reacting to the first song of the Eurovision 2025 cast. Yes, of course, that song will be coming from Montenegro after Monty Song happened last night at the time of recording, and the winners of that national final were NeonoeN with the song Clickbait. Now, as many of you all know, I have already reacted to the original version of this song when all the Monty songs came out. You can see it in this video here if you want to see all the other ones. And I did watch the national final last night and put some thoughts into it in a Eurovox live stream that I hosted. Feel free to watch that if you want to hear more about the national final in general, other than the song, the winning song, that is. So what I'm trying to say is this will not be a first-time reaction to either the staging or the actual song itself. This will be more an analysis of my thoughts on the staging, and, you know, maybe some thoughts of the song will come up as well. But this is not a, like, oh my gosh, shock first-time reaction. I like national finals too much to give them up, so when a national final happens, and I've already reacted to songs before, just be known that the winning song will get a video, but it won't be a first-time one. Hope you're all fine with that, and hope that also makes sense. But of course, before we get into the reaction, make sure to like this video if you enjoy it, subscribe if you are new to ESC Harry, and comment down below what do you think about Montenegro's choice and entry for Eurovision 2025. With that being said, let's get to reacting. Okay, so hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. I do find this bit at the start interesting. It's like they were trying to hypnotize us into... Maybe that's what happened. The Montenegro people were hypnotized into liking this. They were like, yes, we must like the song. I will say, for anyone that remembers my thoughts on the song, they're not that positive, but the intro itself, the musicality, is interesting a little bit, at least. And the costumes as well do add a standout factor. I do remember these costumes standing out when watching Monty Song last night. Especially the like, face paint here. And yeah, we come to this chorus here. The problem I have with the chorus, as much as it's, you know, memorable, it's very easy to sing along with this quickly, clickbait over and over again. That's not a bad thing. I just think musically it's not that good. That's my issue with it, really. It just doesn't sound musically pleasing to me, or audibly pleasing, I should say. In terms of the visual aesthetic, a lot of what they're going for seems to be a mixture of like the working man and like slightly alternative futuristic world, like dystopian is the word I'm looking for, sorry, which has an interesting theme, and you can see with the emojis obviously linked to internet, so that it does link to the performance. There's a slight nod along factor. There's part of me that actually kind of thinks, now it's 1, because I look at this with a different lens now, it's 1. There's part of me that does think this might grow on me in the chorus, if I hear this a lot, which I will over the next few months from it being a Eurovision entry. Fire. The rock songs seemed to take up a lot of the budget when it came to the pyro at Monty Song last night. This part's okay. I do like a good like rock instrumental. I mean, to be honest, I do think the performance, despite it being a rock one, does lack a little bit of energy. But that might just be the production levels of Monty Song, because I think across the whole night there was a distinct lack of energy, which it just might not have been translating across on the camera. One last clickbait. I would love to know, someone in the comments please let me know how many clickbaits are there in this song. I'd love to work it out myself, but if someone could let me know in the comments, because we might have a winner for most times the title is sung in a song. Already, we're one song in. That'd be great. But right, that was my sort of reaction / analysis to the performance of Montenegro's Eurovision entry. So that was my reaction to NeonoeN and the song Clickbait, Montenegro's entry for Eurovision 2025. And I want to get a couple things out the way first. First of all, I am very happy for NeonoeN, the people, the band. They are going to one of the biggest contests in the world. They're going to get so much exposure for their music. And, you know, I don't know them personally, whether it's a dream of theirs to go to Eurovision as well. Massive congratulations to them. Genuinely, regardless of what I think of the song, as people, I wish them nothing but the best. I said that in my reaction video initially for Monty's song. I wish them nothing but the best. And I'm very happy for them. They seemed very happy to win on Wednesday night. And the other disclaimer is this. Obviously, this is the first song of the Eurovision 2025 season. We do not know what minimum the other 37 countries are going to be sending to Eurovision. We don't even know any other national final songs. So when predicting how a country will do, like in this case Montenegro, when they're the only country and song there, it's going to be hard to do, but I will try and do that near the end. That being said, my opinion on this song hasn't really changed necessarily in terms of my personal taste. I don't really like it, if I'm being completely honest. It was one of my lower ranked songs in the Monty Song National Final, and that hasn't really changed pre or post, I should say, stage. For me personally, I just feel like the style of this song is a bit dated as well. I usually like rock, but this style just feels very 2010, 2007, and not in a good sense. It feels like a style that wouldn't have qualified back then, so I'm not sure how it would do in 2025 in a wider, you know, global chart scene and in Eurovision itself. That is my main concern here. I don't think this has a big reach of audience. I feel it is quite polarizing, which, you know, in some cases can be good for Eurovision, absolutely, but I feel like the negative reception of the song might outweigh the positive. That being said, there are a few things that this song can lean on if it wants to help its chances at Eurovision. The first thing is, it is a Balkan nation. If it gets drawn in a semi-final with the likes of Serbia, Albania, and other neighbours, then that could give them a helping hand in the televote. Speaking of the televote, this is a rock song, and rock songs can do well in the televote. Just think in 2021, Måneskin and Blind Channel. I am not comparing this song in terms of quality to those two entries, but, you know, in terms of genre, there is a link there, absolutely. The third thing is they have pre-parties they can go to. Now, obviously, this is the case for every country, but in particular with this one, what pre-parties can do is if you hear this song more frequently, then maybe more Eurovision fans will grow on it. It will become more ingrained in their minds, and it might go up their rankings. It might not work, and at the end of the day, when it comes to Eurovision itself, you can only hear the song once, or most fans will only hear the song once and for the first time that night. But for fans that follow the contest, it might be helpful for them to hear the song multiple times. So I would go to as many pre-parties as I could if I was Montenegro. And the fourth thing here is the staging itself, which I haven't really covered in this analysis, I admit. There is a theme there and sort of a wackiness they could sort of lean into in terms of the theme of the song and the staging, this sort of mix of a dystopian world mixed in with the technology. There's an interesting hook there, and there's something that could stand out in the contest. Go wacky, go crazy, lean into that dystopian feel, because there is something there. That being said, I can't see this qualifying. I know we have only had one song, and maybe this is just a weak year, so that would help its chances if every other song is the same quality, but I can't see this having a massive appeal, and in a televote only system, you do need to be at least popular somewhat with the fans. But I need to reiterate, I wish nothing but the best for them. They weren't my personal choice to win Monty Song, of course. I would have gone with either Nina or Tamara, which I think a lot of the fandom would have, but wish them nothing but the best. Congratulations. I hope they enjoy the experience of Eurovision. But in terms of a competitive standpoint, I'm not sure that this is the correct song and will do that well for Montenegro at Eurovision, sadly. But that is my thoughts on Montenegro, but remember, my opinion is not the correct opinion, it is just my opinion. Please let me know, what do you think about Montenegro's choice down in the comments below, and make sure to like this video, subscribe if you are new to ESC Harry as well. And once again, make sure to like this video and subscribe down below if you are new to ESC Harry. The amount of support in between the last season and the start of this one has been absolutely incredible. I've got an amazing fan base. I have no doubts about that, and I can't wait for it to grow through this 2025 season. So all that's left me to say is I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you guys next time for another video on this channel. Take care, guys.